Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Divinity Original Sin 2. Before we looked up last time, we had an encounter with a sorceress woman who we ended up having to slay, unfortunately, just the way things go sometimes. I'm now heading down to this bridge area. We're gonna talk to a dog down here and then move on towards Gareth's farm, which is another small quest area. We're also getting pretty close to a level where it's 73% of the way, so that's going quite well for us.
The shaggy dog keeps his distance, wary eyes sizing you up as his hackles rise.
You run away, everyone here run away, all run from something.
I don't run away from anything, I run towards things.
Like sticks? Balls? Understand, I understand. I run away from bad man. Very bad man. Man wanted to make me spider food. I know. I can sniff good and bad. Right or bad.
Sniff me, what do I smell like?
He paws a few tentative steps closer and sniffs all around you, nose wrinkling with concentration.
Smell of runaway inside you. Maybe the runaway not good, but you good.
He bounds forwards and licks your face effusively. His breath stinks of graveyard clay and ancient bones. Immediately, you feel an allergic reaction developing on your cheek, hot red blotches spreading in an angry rash. The dog
that's not good.
strides away to sniff about the area, leaving you with his approval and an itchy face.
We have disease, which means we need to cure it. We do have the ability to cure it. Unfortunately, we need to get rid of an ability first. So let's do that, give him that. And then we'll go like this. First aid cures up that annoying disease. -3 con is actually pretty bad. Let's continue on to Gareth's farm here. Let us go talk to Monsieur Gareth.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
We found a supply kit worth a ton of money. What is it? So there's a shield, a Haneg's ring, which is actually quite nice. It's got an earthquake ring inside of it. We're not going to use it, but we're going to definitely sell it, because there's no other stats on it other than earthquake, which is a good ability, mind you, but not worth
Gareth toils in monotony.
no stats. I ask if he's alright. It's not like him to be so sullen.
Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you. His breaths are steady, his voice a monotone.
I'm digging my own parents' graves. You'll have to forgive me for not being first-rate company.
Gareth moves to continue his task, but his cadence falters. He pauses. Silence hangs, begging to be broken.
I apologize, I have no idea.
No, of course you didn't.
Easy.
Godwoken, I've seen Seeker's blood seeping into the sand. I waded through corpses on the deck of the Lady Vengeance. But when the lifeless eyes looking back at you are your own mother's, I just didn't know. I didn't know what darkness lied beyond pain. Now, well, now I do.
Who could have done this?
Dallas's pets. Such helpful tools they are too. The abominations do the dirty work and the whites keep their robes clean. Convenient. They're still there, spreading their rancid smell through the house. Paladins came to clean up the mess. In the name of Lucian, they say, and they seem to believe it.
Gareth shies away from you. His eyes pass over the half-filled graves, and he takes a shuddering breath.
You're an angry man.
I'm the one who has prayed. An endless litany. How many pleas does it take? How many tears do I have to shed? How much must I lose for the gods to listen?
Gareth forcefully exhales and looks past you to the nearby house. You fear he might snap the shovel's handle in two.
I tell him his rage is understandable, but he needs to get control of himself.
I've got no use for empty platitudes. Not for some possessed prankster chosen as the Seven's special pet.
You swear you hear Gareth's pulse, galloping faster than a saddled mount. You've never heard such a thing before, but you suspect Gareth's heart is close to tearing.
If you want to help, then you find the craven wight that ordered their slaughter. Anyone that stands between you and truth, no matter the flag they fly or creed they follow, make them bleed!
I channel Lucian's words. A fool acts on rage, the wise calm their fury. He must not act on his impulses.
His clenched jaw tightens further, and then, in an instant, Gareth's guard is broken. Tears well in his eyes. With every blink, a pearl of grief falls to his cheeks.
My parents, they did nothing to deserve this. They were good. Honest. More honest than me. I'd give my own life to bring them back. I never got that last chance to tell them I loved them. I never got to say goodbye. You're right. There's nothing more to be done here. Lucian, forgive me. And please, Godwoken, please forgive me too.
You got it. We'll work with you on this one. Let's go see if we can't go and talk to... Well, the silent monks are obviously not going to do anything, but let's go see if we can talk to some ghosts.
The two paladins Gareth mentioned are arguing in front of the door to the modest farmstead. As they notice your arrival, they stop talking and look at you quizzically.
Move so I can enter the house.
We're guarding it. And believe me, you don't want to go in there. There's a bunch of silent monks inside who've tasted blood today. Already killed in there, so they did.
Open the door, or I'll kick it down.
Here, take the key and in you go. We're not going to lay down our lives for some silent monks.
Thank you.
Fine.
Out of my way, paladins. So if you go like this, there are a couple of ghosts in this room.
May Gareth always choose the right path.
What happened here?
Nothing we didn't see coming. We always knew Gareth was fated for greatness. As a boy, he'd leap through the fields with wooden sword in hand, slaying imaginary demons, protecting us from whatever evil he would dream up. We also knew that good men make enemies. We knew evil would come, and so it did. Not as a demon or as a witch, but as a man Gareth once knew as a friend. Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan.
He watched eagerly as those shambling husks descended. It seemed like a game to him. Like theatre. We would never blame Gareth. The righteous always pay a price. May the Seven will it. He will always be the hero we know him to be.
I bow your head, or I bow my head. You never saw this treachery coming.
We always want to believe in each other. It's what separates us from the void. It's what makes our existence worthwhile. It's what we do next that defines us. We can respond with treachery, or we can rise above.
You're like way too zen for being murdered by people. I'll do my best to put Gareth on the right path.
I trust that you will.
I note the area's level of destruction. Surely the monks did not do all of this.
Gareth did his duty. We felt it was only right that we did ours. The farm was always a safe space for sorcerers needing refuge. They deserved a haven, and so we gave them one.
Oh, I see.
Our guests were usually frightened, shy, grateful. They never used their source, so the Voidwoken never came. The last one, though, she wasn't like the others. A lizard named Hanag. We housed her and fed her. Robes like a wizard's, voice like a queen's. Voidwoken appeared before long, and paladins after that. She clearly drew the Magister's attentions. Our fates were written.
I offer my empathy. Surely the sorcerer meant no harm.
I never thought she meant to do us wrong. I don't blame her for fleeing to the Cloister Wood. I worry for her.
Alright, we should probably take down these silent monks.
Emaciated of body and spirit, this silent monk stands straighter than the others, the remnants of military bearing clear in her posture.
This is no life killer.
Her tears flow along with her blood, yet, even in the moment of death, she does not break her silence. The lumpen silent monk stands like a pillar of decaying flesh. So still it seems he is not even breathing.
I will free him. I slice into him, releasing his organs and his life onto the floor.
He looks through your eyes with seeming disinterest as the life ebbs from his body, drop by drop. until he is gone and the flesh that housed him slumps to the ground.
The dark with you.
This dwarven monk hangs his head, as if looking down at his feet. A wretched gurgling noise issues from him.
I'll take him out.
He does not resist in the least, merely slumps to the ground with one final gurgle.
Yoink. Don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Gareth. I will put this painting of yours to good use. I'm sure you looked at it with many fond memories, but I'm going to sell it to someone. I'm not sure who yet, but someone's going to buy it. You guys really don't have a lot of high-value things in this house, do you? You are good, honest folk. There's a broken lute. What is that? A broken bottle? And what's left of their prized possessions? Another broken bottle. Okay. Well, I think that's most of the stuff. So we now know that Jonathan the White is the enemy. We can go sell the hoe. Oh, I'm gonna take the Pherrid guy too. And there is Jonathan's gloves here. The stark white gloves of a stark white magister.
This magister didn't die by a sword anyway. Something's afoot here.
There's also other things you can grab, like there's a couple things in that house down there. And actually this house over here we can get. Let's use Phoenix Jump to hop down there.
Everything is very dark all of a sudden.
Grab all that junk. We'll quickly read the farmer's note in case it's important. The elves came again, looking for their rain amulet. We need it for the harvest, so I had to get rid of them. I've hid it in case any more of them come looking. I've marked the spot. Tell no one. P. And a letter. Macy, I've been stationed with the most amazing guy. Jad is his name. He's just perfect for everything I'd hoped for. We're on a mission now to negotiate with some magisters regarding their views on sorcerers. You know me, boils my blood to argue for our basic rights with those tyrants. Jad and I had a long conversation about it the other night, and we're like two peas in a pod with our views. I finally found the perfect person. I'll be sending this letter after our sortie, and we'll write another one when I have more news to share about Jad. Until then, Donna. Unfortunately, she got turned into a silent monk instead. Guessing that meeting did not go entirely well. Not a particularly good chest, honestly. Anything else down here? There might be some barrels over there we can grab while we're down there. We do need to jump back down anyways, because we're currently stuck here. Whee! The superhero landing. Three points of contact with the ground. One arm, both legs and like one arm. This area is very unpleasant to walk around. The dull gray. Alright, I'm going to head up north more. North is that way. Actually, we can walk this way more. I think we can just jump up over on this side. Do we want to go in this field? These are something. Are these normal scarecrows? There are bad scarecrows that exist. I don't think they're these ones, though. No, these ones are fine. Just a little bit of normal poison. There's another chest over there. We can actually... we might as well jump across. I can't remember if there's things that are buried over here or not. Move, chest. I am gonna jump somewhere else. Or do we go all the way up there? Okay, we're gonna come to here. We'll jump across at that point. Right, she needs to jump. Where can I jump to? Now we can reach Fane at least. And now we just play the waiting game so we can jump across to this dead Magister side. I wish I could zoom out a tiny bit more. But oh well. And bloop! And then we'll just teleport over by Fane. And that's gonna be that. Alright. So there are a couple more dead Magisters here. Several more dead Magisters here. And a dead farmer. And there's a dead Sally and a shocked sheep. An autosave, that's never a good sign. I honestly don't remember this part very well. There's Mahali and Elmira. Oh, I know who Elmira is. I do vaguely remember this part then. Talk to me, Shock Sheep.
This is madness. I'm having flashbacks from the Great War.
Whose side were you on?
The Black Ring, of course. At least they're honest about how wicked they are.
What's happening here?
The Ganglelegs have gone nuts for good this time. They're destroying the place for reasons too stupid to know.
Have some more?
Oh, but you better grab a pair of shears. I'm not about to let you just rip it out of me, silly.
That's a fair point. Alright, let's go talk to Sally's corpse. Nope. Nope. Nothing of value over here. Those mushrooms aren't bad, though. Alright, one more dead farmer, a couple more dead farmers in this building, including a skullcap helmet. And one dead person, spirit of a farmer.
The farm's gone. The farm's gone. And everyone inside it. I wonder if them strangers made it. I sure hope so. I sure hope so.
What happened here?
End times, I think. I think this is it. I think this is it for us all. I think these are the end times. There was a couple staying in my place. Young folks. Sweet folks. Hiding from the Reds. But then came the end. I wonder if they made it. I wonder if they made it.
Well, I guess we'll find out. There's a dead Magister. Oh, high quality augmenter over there. I'll have to go back for that.
She's up ahead, there! Get her!
Who?
Get, she's Black Ring! Black Ring and she'll cut you in a heartbeat! Oh, God, I'm hit! Go on without me! Don't let her escape!
I'm afraid you didn't make it, bud. Alright, who's in here?
You sense a blow of movement to your side. Before you can react, there's a blade under your chin and a slim, pale hand upon your weapon. A voice whispers in your ear with a breathy purr.
A guest? How brazen of you to enter without knocking.
The press of the blade encourages you further into the room, then retreats. You turn to face a woman in black ring robes. She's pale and vividly beautiful, wearing a smile that's somewhere between impish and cruel.
Perhaps I'll give you a chance to explain yourself.
I remark she's clearly no farmer. She must be trespassing. Actually, you know what? I didn't realize there was anyone here.
She lowers her weapon and gives you a curious look. Not because of your response, though. She's noticed something.
You're no ordinary traveler, are you? You positively reek of sauce. Are you the one responsible for this mayhem surrounding us?
I shake my head and demand she explain how she knows I'm not a sorcerer, or how that she knows I am a sorcerer.
Like recognizes like. The Black Ring had great uses for my powers. But those powers aren't enough to help us escape this place.
She gestures to where a young magister is propped up on a cot in the corner. He's ashen and dazed, his shoulder bound in layers of crimson-soaked wound dressings.
This is Mahaly. We absconded together. I from the Black Ring and he from the Magisters. We fell for each other while I was his prisoner. Love will set you free. You look like someone who wouldn't turn down a good thing when it comes to them. How about a little deal? You help us, and I'll show you how to make true use of Source. Mahaly put himself at great risk to free me from Magister captivity. We made it clear, but he picked up quite a nasty wound. We found refuge in this charming hamlet. But then, well, I'm sure you saw for yourself. The landscape tore itself open, Voidwoken appeared, and a shroud of decay fell over us. It's preventing Mahaly's wounds from healing. So, now we must escape this place. Or else remove the decaying shroud so Mahaly can heal. Help us, and I'll help you.
I agree to help. I could help clear a path for them.
Thank you. Please, clear the way so that we can head south in the direction of the coast. The north is too dangerous. It crawls with Voidwoken. Once you've helped Mahaly and I pass freely, once we're truly clear, I'll give you what you want.
Her eyes speak volumes.
All that you want.
I'm going to investigate the strange decaying shroud first. Removing it will make it easier to escape.
Wise, perhaps. Its effects seem to be stronger to the north. I'd start looking there.
I know exactly what's going on. Kind of. Mostly. Yeah, that looks like the place. I wonder if we're at the right level for this yet. This could be deadly for us, but we'll jump over there and take a look. Where is it? There it is. Level 15. Yeah, we're gonna die horrifically if we fight that. So we're a little not quite up to that level yet. Let's go find a different thing to do until we can actually kill that thing. It would definitely kill us. With very little effort, honestly. Ooh. A dying building. I think this is where a fight is. In fact, yep, pretty sure this is where a fight is. I should probably get Fane here. Give me this mushroom. Or not. Oh, it's outside. Was a long way to go for a mushroom. There are a couple dead farmers out here, though. It's like $100. That's not bad. Grab the Tribal Customs of Elves book. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna go down to this treasure chest, and I think this is where we're gonna run into the fight. I'm gonna save here. And there. Oh, these are level 14. This might also be out of our fight range at the moment, actually. Yeah. Maybe when we're level 13 this will be fine, but at level 14 we'll definitely have a rough go of things, if not just instant death. We might be in an area that's slightly too high for us at the moment. We should probably go back a little bit and do some of the less hard things. There's a couple other quests we can do. We've jumped ahead. We are pretty far north, I have to say. We can try the Elven Cache, just south of here. I don't remember what level that is, but we can give it a shot anyways. If it's too high for us as well, then we'll just head back to town. We'll go out to the Cloister Woods, which I think is actually more of our level. Level 14 as well. Okay, so out to the Cloister Woods we go. We should go talk to Jehan, maybe. Or Heneg. Both of them are relatively close to where we are. Did we grab the smuggler's cache? From Driftwood Fields? Yeah, we did. That was where the quest was, right? Or is it? We must have gotten it because there's nothing here. Alright. Let's go across this bridge. We're gonna have to not face the troll. I'm pretty sure this bridge doesn't have a troll guarding it. Two bridges do, though. And here's Jehan. Jehan is undeniably more powerful than us.
In the darkness of the woods, you spot a man overlooking a cage that holds creatures crept from a nightmare. Despite the all-too unsettling nearness of these horrors, he looks poised, regal even, and wholly at ease.
Jehan's from the first game.
Go on. Step in from the shadows. Let's have a look at the wanderer lost in the woods.
I step in from the shadows.
There is much weakness in the revelation. What upper hand you had, you've lost.
He eyes you with a sudden intensity, makes you feel like a weight upon a scale, balanced against an unknown measure.
But you, there's something different about you. A desire to be seen through, so that I may know you for who you truly are, when you're yourself alone. It's been a while, hasn't it? Since your heart leapt in your chest because of your feelings. Since your hands reached for something delicate to your touch. Even now you see visions repellent to you. You see me as a mess of meat beset by maggots. Your fingers sinking slowly into the slush that were my eyes, licking your thumbs. Yes, I know how they work. Visitors like yours.
I look at him closely. He can only be... Yes, he's Jehan, the demonologist.
The tip of a dagger presses against your throat.
That I was sent to find. I tell him I'm looking for him, and reach forward to shake his hand.
Take a step back.
I warn him that I'm pretty quick with a weapon too.
The dagger presses harder in reply, and you've no other option but to recoil a few paces.
I do apologize for my ungentlemanlike behavior, but I see through you, just like you desire. I see what's inside of you. You, Losa, are an amalgam too hideous to contemplate. One who has a demon coiled around her god-woken heart.
One sec, I'm just gonna mute my mic because there's a motorcycle.
And what's more, you've brought it all the way here. To me. Why?
I tell him that I'll come seeking help. I want the thing the demon cast out for good.
Want is a dangerous word. Want implies desire. We tend to do far too much to get what we crave. No one knows this better than your demon.
He steps back and passes his gaze over you, his face impassive.
There is nothing I know better than demons. And you've long since moved beyond the stage of mere possession. Your soul is still yours only because it is God-woken. In dealing with you, I risk everything. But of course, I won't refuse you. I'll do my best to drive the demon out. However, there's much work to be done first.
Like what?
The plan is twofold. First, you must do me a favor. Then I will teach you. Enlarge your mastery of the Source. You will need all the strength you can muster, and more, before we confront your visitor. The second part we'll discuss after the lesson. So first, let us turn to the favor. Quid pro quo, I'm afraid. A tad vulgar of me, that much I admit. But needs must when the demon drives. I've a demon of my own, you see. One I've been hunting for a long time, and now I've managed to track him down to the island over yonder.
He points towards the northeast. You see nothing in that direction but grey water and a thick mist in which ghoulish shapes seem to form and fade.
I know it's there. My caged guests have confirmed as much. But to my great frustration, I cannot reach my goal. Death fog surrounds the island, and through death fog even I cannot pass. That is where you come in.
I don't really want to sound pessimistic, but I'm hardly immune to death fog myself.
Of course. You are but a mortal, for now. But you are God-woken as well. Surely you have a few tricks up your sleeve. Consider it a test. Kill the demon, and I will be your teacher.
You have a deal.
Then let me shake your hand and describe your target. The demon's guise, or vessel, one can't be quite certain, is that of a lizard known only as the Advocate. Like all of his ilk, he is kind, he is charming. He will offer you what you desire most at seemingly no cost at all. There is no such thing as no cost at all. My advice is to strike before he even has a chance to speak. But should you choose to disregard me, should you allow him to parley, all you have to do is say no. Above all else, remember that.
I must be on my way, but first let me check your store. What do you have for gear? You have fancy pants that are way better than mine. You also have a fancy shield. Although we're about to level up, so there's no point in buying level 12 stuff. Okay, bye.
May you wander in wisdom.
We need to level up faster, but we can get across. There's a fairly easy way to get across to the island. So you want to take your path back to the fields. We're going to do this quickly before the end of the video. You're going to want to walk over here to this here bridge. It looks pretty dangerous, right?
A lake of death fog, and the bridge appears to be down.
We're just going to go like this.
A hidden bridge. Someone clever. Very clever.
And then we're just going to go boop,
There
boop.
must be a way across.
There is a way across.
Careful now. That's a trap.
One turn, we're going to fly again.
I seem to have made it.
Voila, we have made it
What
across.
lies
We're
ahead
so
looks
close to a
even
level.
less welcoming.
But we're going to end our video here.
But not for you. For
But these are
Martha.
level 15 creatures, so we're not going to fight them, but maybe we'll be able to do some quests on this island. If not, we'll continue this way into the Cloisterwood. In fact, now that we're already across, we can grab a waypoint. I think there's a waypoint somewhere here. We'll figure that out. Anyways, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you all next time. Take care.